Today we're continuing our series on the book of James, Putting Faith into Practice. This is the theme of the book as James is explaining to us what a life of faith is going to look like. And as we've been going through this study and hitting some highlights, we're looking to see what it means to live by faith. In this 9th lesson, we're talking about waiting for the Lord. As we look forward to the future in faith, James encourages us to have patience as we await the coming of the Lord. Let's look at James chapter 5, verses 7 and 8. Therefore be patient, brethren, until the coming of the Lord. The farmer waits for the precious produce of the soil, being patient about it, until it gets the early and late rains. You too be patient. Strengthen your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is near. James used the example here of a farmer to describe how we are to wait for the Lord. Wait for his coming that is near, that is going to come quickly. So what are the lessons here for us? First, we need to have diligence. Just as a farmer would work hard in order to enjoy a good harvest, we are to be diligent in our service to the Lord. We've already seen James talk about the need to be doers of the word in James 1:22, and how we are to recognize that faith without works is dead. He mentioned that in chapter 2 and verse 26. We need to be actively engaged in the Lord's service while we live here in this life. Second, he said we need to have patience. When a farmer prepares the soil and then sows the seed, the harvest doesn't spring up immediately. Instead, he waits for the precious produce of the soil. The Lord is going to return one day, but we don't know when that day will be. And it's not going to be as soon as we might want it to happen. So rather than giving up, we need to continue to eagerly await his return, and this requires patience, that we look forward to this time in hope without giving up. Third point that he makes here is that we need God's blessings. The farmer needed to work hard. The farmer needed to be patient, but the harvest would only come because of the blessings in the providence of God. We are to be doers of the word and continue to wait for the Lord patiently. But we must also remember that salvation is only possible because of him. We are saved by grace because despite whatever obedience we may offer to him, we have sinned and fallen short. Romans 3:23 tells us that. And because of that, we are worthy of death. Romans 6:23 makes that clear to us. By the grace of God, the return of Christ is something that we can look forward to. So recognize the need for this grace from God. So the Lord is returning someday. So let us look forward to this day through the eyes of faith, diligently keeping his word, patiently waiting for him, and always recognizing our need for his grace.